that because I would be lying if I said that.
Right.
So I'm going to sing to
So you heard him say this one night?
Yeah, I heard him say that in a two potato one night. As a matter of fact, I dressed in three-piece suits in that time. So and I had a tie and I had a light beige kind of suit on, and everybody in the bars know who I am. Will witness a lot of things that was told, and everybody in that bar knows this guy and know this guy's pretty dangerous. And that's all I have to say.
And what color are his eyes?
His eyes kind of looking like a brownish, greenish looking color and a brownish color. He's got deep looking eyes. He's got eyes that he could suck anybody into him. Okay, and you believe anything.
Does he have any nickname related to his eyes?
I forgot his nickname, but I know his name is. They call him Michael, but the other nickname I've forgotten.
Someone earlier had told us it was Green Eyes.
Right, good for to call him Green Eyes. That's his nickname, Green Eyes. And I just couldn't memorize the nickname, but I do know the name Michael. I do know that for a fact. And now
I want to get back a little bit to what the police did. Besides, after they showed you a sort of toss this book at you and didn't seem to be too interested in what you were looking at.
No, they weren't interested. They seemed to be interested in this case at all.
Well, what did they tell you? I think previously we talked about it, and you said that you told them that you really didn't want to have any trouble, and this guy was bad news. And what did they say about that?
But they didn't care. They just told me to watch my own back. That's all they said about that. And they really didn't care one way or the other.
I mean, were they sort of encouraging to just say, watch your own back, don't bother testifying, drop out of the case? Or
they told me I should just walk on out the way and just keep my mouth quiet. That's all they said to me.
They said that?
That's what they said. You was there when they said that. You just maybe you didn't hear it, but but you was there. So you was there when they was talking to me personally.
Yeah, well, you said another point they took you in the room alone because I didn't remember them.
But see, the point. Remember when you walked out when you walked out the room and I left it behind with the lady. The lady asked me questions.
Right.
Okay, then so you wasn't in the room with me the whole time.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Right.
So that's how it all happened. And she didn't seem like she was quite interested. She's trying to scare me.
Now you said that later, though, that the police called you in again when I wasn't there.
They called me in there and tried to scare me just to shut up. That was simple as that.
And tell me exactly what happened. They called you in when?
They just called me in there.
Called you in from where? The other room?
You and I have been in there.
Oh, the next day they called you at home.
They called me. They called me. They called me at home. They called me at home. And matter of fact, I had just left them down here on the pier again. Then when I got home, I went back over there and talked to that same lady, cop, and she said we gonna do what we can, and she left it like that. She didn't seem like she was that they wasn't that interested, and just told me to be quiet.
Okay, but now when the police called you back in, what did they?
I just got to telling you what they just said to me.
I mean, I should tell me. You're giving me the conclusion. I mean, I should tell me exactly what they said.
Well, I don't remember every exact detail. One thing I memorize is the woman didn't seem like she was that damn interested.
The man, you said the next day, that officer seemed a little more interested.
No, I said the lady officer.
She is the one that called you back.
She's the one that called me back. And she seemed like she had a nasty attitude with me about something.
Yeah, but why did she call you back? For what purpose?
Just to come down there to ask me, did I really believe, what I said to you was real.
Oh, so they were wondering whether or not you were a believable witness.
Yes. So, and then I got nervous.
But as if maybe I had put you up to it, or we were playing games?
More likely. That would they probably figured that you had put me up to going to say these things, and you didn't have anything to do with me. Saying I came to you, you didn't come to me. So
what did she say when you told her that?
Well, she didn't say anything.
Did they say anything about me in the negative?
They just said you're a person that nag all the time. They said they known you to be nagging all the time. That's all they said. And I wasn't going to tell you that, but that's exactly what they said. They said they known you always complaining, so they didn't pay you any mind. That's probably why they don't believe you, because you complain about this, complain about that. So maybe that's why they don't believe you.
No, they didn't like me because I was after them to do their job, and they didn't want to be bothered.
That's basically what it all boils down to. And so this is what it's all about. So,
now, how about the other people that were with him? Do you ever see them around?
No, I don't see them anymore. I don't see any of them.
Have they totally disappeared?
I had the slightest idea what happened to those people in their life.
It's just the one, and the bad news one.
Yes, that's it.
Now, you said somebody said that he had gotten this cut in jail, or this scar in jail. Is that bar gossip, or did he?
Well, I heard that when he went to jail, he did not have that scar. And matter of fact,
Do you know when he went to jail or what he went to jail for?
I think it's for robbery. I think it's a robbery.
And when was that?
I had the slightest idea. And
I mean, have you seen him on a steady basis, or did he disappear for a couple years?
I've been seeing him for the last 3 years now. Ever since Marsha died, I've been seeing him.
Oh, so then he had the scar when he was harassing Marsha.
Yes,
so
he had the scar.
there's no doubt in your mind that this is the person that was harassing Marsha.
That was the person that had harassing Marsha. And I get on the witness stand and tell it just like I told, just like I saw it, and I leave it as that.
And the plate in his head, or the people say that he's...
The plate in his head, I think somebody beat that plate in his head from the looks of it. It looked like somebody had beat it in his head.
What do you mean? I mean, it's a bald spot?
Looked like, yeah, it looked like somebody had beat him up, completely cut him up and beat him up into that point.
So you've seen him without, he frequently wears a bandana, right?
Right, I see.
And when the bandana's off, what does his, is it just a round spot? Or?
He looks horrible. He looks horrible. He looks horrible. He don't look like human. He don't look human.
You mean it's all like caved in or dented or?
Yeah, caved in. Yeah. Yeah, he don't look human. He don't look like a real human being. You know, put it that
Have
way.
you ever seen him do anything very violent or nasty to someone?
Well, I saw him in Two Potato one time trying to jump on a guy in Two Potato once. I did see that, and that was that.
If they kicked him out?
I don't want to go to that detail.
No, but I mean, did they kick him out?
No, they didn't kick him out. They're afraid of him. The bartenders are afraid of him. And they treat him nice because they're afraid of him. When you're a harsher person, 9 times out of 10, people are afraid of you. And they know the law and know that you're gay. They know the law do not protect gay people in New York. So they do know that they have to go along with this crazy guy. And
so you're afraid of him too, right?
No, I'm not afraid of any man. So my thing is...
oh, wait a minute, you were telling me that if this guy got after you, he knows where you live, and this is one reason you're not eager to...
But what I'm saying to you, I said I am afraid of any man, but what I mean that you get more than one person. You a man by yourself, so I can whoop your ass by myself. You understand where I'm from now? So my thing is, what I'm saying to you, he can go get 3 or 4 people to come jump on me, so then I won't win. You got where I'm coming from?
Right. Well, I'm not trying to put you down, your manhood down, saying that he could beat you.
So my thing.
But he might have a knife or a gun, and that little guy with a gun. That's right.
But that don't make me afraid of him. It's just to make me afraid of that he can do this because the law won't do their damn job. As simple as that.
So in other words, you would be afraid to really get involved in prosecuting him because you're afraid.
No, I won't be afraid of prosecuting him if I know they're gonna go get him and put his ass in the jail where he belongs. No, I would not be afraid. But I know that I would like to.
But things don't work that way. You know, they pick you up and they question you, and unless they had some other evidence, or it might be that, you know, it wasn't quite enough to hold him, and then he's out, and he knows that you're the one that fingered him. Then you have.
Then they had to cough up that $5,000 that they said you might get the hell on out of New York. Then I'd be afraid. That's how it goes. So they ain't got enough evidence, so that's what they have to do. And then I can say that they need to cough up that $5,000 so I can go and get myself another life, okay? Out of this damn New York City area, okay? That's how that goes. But anyway, that's how that evolves.
Okay, so today is January 24th.
1997.
Right, and you saw him just a couple days ago down here at the Two Potato.
Yes, I did.
And you'd be willing if they were to pick him up and, I don't know, I don't know that they'd really pinpoint you as the, he bragged to other people in the bar. Do you think you would remember, or you think if you could find out some of the people that he might have bragged about this to?
Well, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to do the police job. I don't. The police do their own job. I need them to question the people in the bar.
But the police, this is a question you probably know better than me.
Yeah.
I mean, the Two Potatoes, a mainly black bar.
Black gay bar. Yeah. White goes in the daytime. Black goes in at night.
Right. Well, then there's a little bit mixture, but still, I wonder, because even when I called the Anti-Violence Project, you know, I described the situation to them, and the person that handles these cases, I wonder if black people, like, I want to finish, like a white middle-class gay person in the village goes out and goes home with somebody and gets robbed, whether you think they're naive or not, a lot of them would run to the police and say, hey, I took home this guy and he put a knife at my throat and robbed me, or they at least go to the Anti-Violence Project.
Police probably say...
But I wonder if the black gays people would do the same thing. In other words, what I'm wondering is, do you think that black gays feel differently about the police in the village than white gays?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. No doubt about it. But black gays are scared of policemen. Most black people are scared of cops. You understand? Because they know they have no... Most of the time, the cops stereotype them. and arrest them instead. You see, and cause you got a lot of white cops out there that just doesn't like black people. No matter what black does, they will arrest you.
So I mean, just theoretically, this is going to happen. Let's say you picked up not this guy, but just picked up somebody and took him home tonight, and they beat you up and robbed you. Would you go to the police station and say I got beat up and robbed? Oh, you would.
But the first thing the police station would say to me, "Did he kill you yet?" What they would say to you, they said, "We can't do nothing to him unless he don't put a gun to you or cut you up or whatever." They say he had to hit you and cut you up, and you had to be badly bruised for them to do anything to arrest this person. This is what they would say.
Not if he robbed you. What if he robbed you?
If he robbed you, they don't give a shit. You're gay. This is New York you're talking about. They don't give a damn about nobody being robbed. Not no gay person anyway. They want cops want most of the gay people to die in this town. Telling you what I know for a fact. If I hear him talking about gay people all the time, when I'm walking up and down 42nd Street, you see the cops, especially the cops in the Port Authority bus station, they're the most worst creatures on this planet. They think they God. It's like some of these judges with these black robes. They don't believe anything they don't believe in black people. I don't think half of them believe in themselves. This is why they try to kill innocent people and take innocent people's life and mess their life up by generating all this bullshit that they call society, and just mess up human beings' life. And now it's 8:30 and I have to get out of here.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and I hope you know that you there's nothing else.
If I go, if they get this guy, if I have to go to trial, I'm telling Randy Wicker, he got to come up with $500 for me to go do this trial. I don't want no $5,000, $500 if I had to go there and they get this guy.
Wait a minute, that's illegal. See, that makes this whole videotape worthless, probably.
Well, I cut
See,
that
you're
out.
trying to, well, I mean, I'm not going to cut it out because what you're doing is you're just...
trying to protect myself. That's what I'm trying to do.
Because you're afraid you have to get out of town.
Yeah, right. So now
you're still telling the truth, or is this if I gave you 1,000, would you tell some lies?
No, I won't tell no lie because I would.
How about 5,000? If I gave you 5,000, you'd tell some lies?
No, I wouldn't. It doesn't matter how much money you give me. I'm talking about giving me money to get out of town. I ain't talking about giving me no money to use and abuse. I'm talking about giving me money to get the fuck out of here if this guy don't get arrested.
Well,
that's what I'm talking about.
If I got you in a mess, I'd buy you a bus ticket somewhere, you know.
Yeah,
send you to California, we get more money in your check and whatever, you know, and good medical care.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything else we missed at all?
No, nothing else you missed that I know of.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Sure.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.